Assalamu alaikum, dear learners, honorable guardians. How are you all? I hope you are all well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I have returned back to my another video, which is arranged by your favorite institution, Sailikar School and College. Dear learners, I welcome to watch our another tutorial, which is about Standard 5 and subject is elementary mathematics. And here I have selected most important topics, and this is fractions. Today we'll discuss details about the fractions, especially its definition, classification, examples, calculations, and others about with these topics. At first, everyone look at the board step by step. Today this discussion is very easy, and I think you also already practice these topics at your home. Otherwise, I have decided to discuss about something about this. At first, look, I have written here some important points about this chapter. And first one is definition. Do you know what is called fractions? I think you know, or you can imagine that what is fraction. But at first, we can make a definition about fraction. And at first, everyone look at the board and everyone match your answer with me. If anyone asks us what is the definition of fraction, then what will be? We can write it. Fraction is a way of expressing a number that is ratio of two integers. As a definition of a fraction, we can say this. Okay, dear learners, at first everyone, I think already you have revised your textbook, and this type of discussion is available in your textbook. Everyone look, we know that mainly fraction are two types. One is common fraction and other is decimal fraction. You know that. Step by step we'll do. If we at first say mainly fraction are two types. First one is common fraction. Common fraction, and second one is decimal fraction. And in this my tutorial, I will discuss about just only common fraction. And you know, so today we will discuss about just only common fraction. Common fractions. Okay. You know that if we make the classification of common fraction, there are three types of fractions. Especially we can say about common fraction, three types of common fractions. And first one is, you know, this is proper fraction. Second one is improper fraction. And third one is mixed fraction. Okay, now look, if we write any example of this fraction, We can write example. Suppose 2 by 5, this is proper fraction. Here 5 by 2, this is improper fraction. And if we say 1 by 1 integer 2 by 5, then this is mixed fraction. Here is the problem of my dear students. Sometimes you'll go to a guess what is the proper fraction, what is the improper fraction. You have in confusion about this. Suppose if look here, and there are two parts, you know that upper part and lower part, and our upper part is called numerator and lower part is called denominator, and here also upper part and lower part, and here one integer with common fraction. And everyone please look and try to understand that if lower part is greater than upper part, or otherwise we can say if upper part is smaller than lower part, then it is called proper fraction. If upper part means numerator is greater than denominator, then it is called improper fraction. And if we add any common fraction with integer, then it is called mixed fraction. So how can we remember that? Sometimes I have discussed in my class about this. There is a most important rules or tips or beautiful tips you can add. Mainly I have discussed in my class about this. If you carry on your younger brother on your shoulders, and this is very easy. Suppose if you carry on your younger brother on your shoulder, this is proper and this is possible. So your brother is younger and you are bigger than your brother, so this is proper. And if you want to carry on your younger brother, this is very impossible, and this type is improper. And if you want to mix fraction, obviously you have to add integer with common fraction. If you write this way, if you make this integer and if you write here 5 by 2, this is not mixed fraction, because look here, this is not a proper fraction. Fraction is equal to 1. Fraction is equal to 1. Suppose in an examination you get a question about this. Write a fraction which is equal to 1. So when the answer of a fraction is equal to 1, if you say that numerator and denominator are same, then its result is 1. So if anyone asked us fraction is equal to 1, so then we can realize that the fraction which has equal denominator and numerator, and this type of fractions result is 1, and fraction is equal to 1, it must be denominator and numerator is equal. Okay, now we can discuss another things, and that is changing fractions. Suppose already we know that this is 7 by 2 by 7 or 7 by 2, or suppose this is this integer 3 integer 2 by 7. There are three types of fractions. This is proper fraction, improper fraction, and mixed fraction. And there is topics in our textbook to change this. This is improper fraction. This is improper fraction. So how can we make it improper fractions? Look, this is proper fraction. If you make it improper fraction, so we have to flip or we have to turn over is denominator and numerator. Suppose here as denominator is 7, so we have to make it as numerator here, and 2 is here as numerator, we have to make it as denominator here. So if you make the reciprocal of proper fraction, then you will get the improper fractions. Okay, another thing is suppose this is improper fraction. So there is another topic is that to make it in mixed fraction. So we have to add this. If we we have to divide this. If we divide 7 by 2, then we will get, if we divide it, what will be 2 3 is 6. Then if we subtract 6 from 7, then it will be 1. So we can easily make it mixed fraction. Here remainder will go in numerator place and 2 is in the denominator place. So this was improper fraction, and after divisions we get mixed fractions. This is another topics. Okay, now another thing we can discuss with you. Suppose if you write 3 integer 7 by 9, this is mixed fraction. You know that if you ask us to make improper fraction from this mixed fraction, then what we have to do? You know that we have to keep denominator its own place, and upper part we have to multiply integer with denominator. So it will be 9 into 3, and we have to add numerator with the product of this. So then what will be 9, and if you multiply here 3 9 say 27, and if you add 7, then what will be in total? 7 plus 7, this is 14, and here in hand 1, and if you add 1 with 2, it will be 3. So this is improper fraction. So here we have learned how to make mixed fraction into improper fractions. Okay, dear learners, there is another friends is arranging. There are some question you will get in your examination to arrange some fractions smaller to greater or greater to smaller way. Now look, we will practice this type of sum fraction. Suppose if you write here 7 by 10, 3 by 10, 5 by 10, and 12 by 10. If you write this fraction, you know that here all fraction have same denominator, and the numerator is not equal. So do you know that what type of fraction is greater here? I hope that you can at first look here. Here all the denominator are same, and we know that if denominator are same, then which fraction has greater numerator? This is the greatest fraction. And you know here this fraction has greatest numerator, so we can say that this is greater fractions here. And then 7, then less than 12, here we can get 7 as a smaller fraction. So then it will be, and then it's if we arrange it greater to smaller, then what will be? Greater to smaller. And then we can arrange it. At first it will be 12 by 10 and greater than 7 by 10, then 5 by 10, and last one is 3 by 10. If we get same denominator, then we have to look our numerator. If you get greatest numerator, then you can realize that this is greatest fractions. And another example we can write, suppose here 5 by 4, 5 by 6, 5 by 10, 5 by 3. Suppose here we have written 4 fractions, and here look, here all numerator are same, and previous one all denominator was same, and now all numerator are same. So when if you look the numerator are same, then what should we do? We have to look which fraction, the fraction has a smaller denominator, then it will be greater. Suppose here look, here 5 by 3, and it has a smallest denominator, so we can show that this fraction is greater, and then it's greater and smaller than it will be 5 by 4, and smaller than then it will be 5 by 6, and its last smallest number is 5 by 10. So from this discussion we can come to a result it, if we look the fraction which has equal numerator and the fraction which the greatest denominator, it will be smallest fractions. So if you arrange it smaller, greater to smaller, then what will be? Greater to smaller, then it will be, so here this fraction is greater because it has smallest denominator, and then 5 by 4, and then 5 by 6, and last one is 5 by 10. This is most smallest fraction among these. Okay, now we can discuss about some calculation about these fractions. Look, at first we can discuss about add. Suppose 2 by 9, one integer, suppose 3 by 7. How can we add this? At first look here, you know that this is proper fraction and this is mixed fraction. We have to now add these two fractions. At first look, at first equal sign 2 by 9, and here we have to change it into improper fraction. Already we have discussed this, and you know that 7 is as here denominator, and here we have to multiply 7 with integer, and that will be 1 into 7 equal to 7, and if you add 3 with 7, then it will be 10. You know that. Now look, here denominator is 9 and here denominator is 7, and if we add these two fraction, we have to find out the LCM of these denominators. So it will be what? 9 and 7. There is no factors which is divide both of these number, so we have to multiply with one another. Then what will be? 9 7 say 63. 9 7 say 63. Now if you divide 63 by 9, then what will be? This is a technique here. Look here, there was only 2 denominator, and here as denominator 9, if you subtract 9, then you will get 7. So here answer will be 7. So if we divide 63 by 9, here answer will be 7, and if we multiply 7 with 2, then it will be 14. Plus, then another way, if you divide 63 by 7, then you will get 9 as answer, and you have to add this with 10, then it will be 90. So now 63 as denominator, and we have to now add 14 with 90, then what will be? 4 plus 0 4, and 9 plus 1 10. 104. And look that this is as improper fraction, so we have to add this, we have to now divide this again. 63 104, then what will be? It will be go only one time, 63. 14 minus 3, here look, sorry, 4 minus 3, it will be 1, and here 10 minus 6, it will be 4. So 41. Now if you make here mixed fraction, then 41 will go as the place of numerator, and 63 will go to the place of denominator. So what will be? 1 integer 41 by 63. So this way we can get the result of calculations of fractions. Now we can discuss another fractions. Suppose 1 integer 3 by 7 and minus 4 by 7. We can now calculate this. And here this is also mixed fraction. If we transform mixed fraction into improper, then we will get 7 into 1, 7. Then if you add 3, then we will get 10, 4 by 7. Then you know that both has equal denominator and its LCM must be 7. So then easily you know that if we write this way, we can easily get the result. Now 10 minus 4, 6, and this is 6 by 7, and this is, it is a proper fractions. Okay, now we learn some calculation about fractions. Suppose if you know about 7 by 2 into 3 by 6 by 14. Now look here, there are two fractions. This is improper fraction and this is proper fraction. If you find out the calculation of this fraction, look here, we can do this two way. One is we can calculate this separately. If we divide this 2 by 2, it will be 1. If we divide 6 by 2, it will be 3. And here look, if we divide it by 7, here answer will be 1. And if we divide this by 7, it will be 2. So after calculation from here, we can get 1 into 3 in upper side, and here 1 into 2. So here 3 and here 2. This way. Okay. Now we can calculate another calculation. Suppose 4 by 9 divided by 5. And you know that here is, this is proper fraction and here is, it is integer. And you know that divide a fractions with integer, actually it is called the divide the fractions by integer, especially it is called multiply it by the reciprocal of this integer. So what will be the reciprocal of 5? You know that here is 1 as denominator. So if we find out the reciprocal of 5, then we will get here 1 by 5. Then we can solve it as our previous way. Now look here, 4 into 1, it will be 4. And if you multiply 9 with 5, then it will be 45. So this way we can get the answer. Dear learners, My last point is here formula. You know that in a textbook, here is a formula about area of a rectangle, area of a rectangle, and it will be, you know that, length into width. And this formula you need when if you want to find out area of a rectangular. Look here, there are length and width. There are length and width. You know that if we draw a figure of rectangular, then this figure will be this like, and this is length and this is width. If you multiply these two sides, suppose here 5 centimeter and here suppose 3 centimeter, then if you find out the area of this rectangular, then it will be 5 into 3, and here must be a square centimeter. You know that if you find out area, then we have to write here a square, so it will be 15 square centimeter. So this was very short discussion about this, and if you want to learn details, you can read your textbook, and about these types of formula you will get available in your textbook. So dear learners, my last request is that everyone attend very attentively, everyone watch my video, and all of my online tutorial you should watch you in next video. Will see you again, and everyone keep oil and be concerned about your study and take yourself, and everyone see you again. So still then everyone keep oil. Goodbye. Allah Hafiz.